Good morning. How are you guys doing? So I'm going to go ahead and do the masculine reading now. I did the relationship and feminine reading earlier. So for this masculine energy here, it's saying that you need to be open to love. Okay, they're saying that you need to give love and also be open to receiving it, because it'll make you feel better. So if you've been isolating yourself or keeping yourself in a I don't need nobody, I don't love nobody, I don't want your love, stay the fuck away from me, or you're just terrified of love because you don't want to get hurt, you need to get out of that energy. Okay, Spirit's saying that you need to have this feeling. And this masculine energy here, I don't they're not giving me no timeouts today. Okay, so whoever this masculine energy is, you may have an emotional connection to somebody else, and you may be in a relationship with the person that you don't have the emotional connection to, if that makes sense. So if you're with somebody and you're in a relationship and you're like, oh, I love them, I like them, whatever, great. But there's somebody outside of that relationship that you have an emotional connection to, okay? And that's the person that you need to open up to and share your feelings with, because there's Spirit saying you're not doing that. And that's what you need to do right now. Okay, because that's causing delays. It's making, it's just causing a lot of delays and causing blockages, okay? Because you're not accepting what you're supposed to do. You're not allowing your feelings. You're not doing what it is that Spirit's guiding you to do. Okay, so, like I said, this isn't for everybody, but you know who you are if you are with somebody, but you know your heart belongs to somebody else. You need to express this. But there's something here that, again, you have to just basically go with the flow of things, okay? Just, it's effortless. If you allow things to unfold naturally, then it's effortless. If you're constantly resisting or keeping things inside, then naturally you start building blockages and walls, and you have a whole fucking obstacle course by the end of the day. Like you're doing too much. Just cut it out. Okay, but if you allow this, then it's going to bring you harmony, and it's going to bring in luck, okay? It's going to allow things to work out better for you. So there's someone here who is very independent, you know, and that's great. That's fine to be independent, but you have to balance yourself. You have to balance the masculine, feminine energies. You have to balance the light and the dark energies. And it's like sometimes you have to go deep into the shadow side, into your darkness, to bring that into balance. You have to really sit with yourself and face all of the terrible things that you've done, all of the things that you feel are shameful. You know, you have to sit with yourself and feel that and make peace with all of this. Okay, you can't like fucking fly over like, yeah, that happened, and you never really dealt with it, and it just fucking bury it under the sand a little bit. Like, no, feel your feelings and then move forward. Okay, you can't pretend the shit didn't happen. But there's a feminine energy here, like again, the person outside of your relationship situation, whatever it is that's outside of whoever you're with daily, you have a very intense connection with this person. Like, you can't resist this person, and you have strong feelings for this person, but you're not speaking about it. And either you or this person, you stop talking to this person because you don't want to communicate this, or this person stopped talking to you because they got tired of hoping and wishing that you would communicate it. Okay, it's not like it's a secret. I can look at people's eyes and I know what they're feeling. I see it. So don't think that you're really hiding things from people that can see through you. You can't. So it's better to just be honest, be truthful, because I can know the truth all day, but if you're not willing to communicate, if you're not willing to act upon it, I'm not going to hold my breath, and I'm not going to stay waiting. You know, so whoever this is, you know, if you didn't stop talking to them, then they stopped talking to you because they got tired. They just got tired of waiting for you. But here they're showing that something from the past, you know, and maybe before that's what happened, you guys got cut off, and it's like something got triggered. Maybe this triggered you to go into your shadow side, to go into the dark night of the soul and do the work that you've been avoiding doing, you know. And sometimes that's how things work. Spirit will send you somebody that is going to trigger these intense emotions within you, to force you to go deep into yourself so that you can heal these things and come out a better version of you. All right. Because they're showing like that's what it was, like whatever this was, it was something to help you to figure out yourself, to solve any issues that you have been having in your life. Okay. And for some of you, again, I keep getting spell work with this. There's some type of magic being done, whether it's you're doing magic or there's somebody's doing some type of spell work, and they're using this as a way to like fix a problem. So if your person that you're currently with knows that you have feelings for somebody outside of the relationship, then they're probably using using spell work to keep you bound, to keep you stuck in that relationship, or to keep you at discord or at odds with the other person. Okay, so you'll know if this is happening because you guys probably haven't been talking, and if you have talked, then maybe you guys are fighting more, or things just haven't really been the same, and it seems odd. But that's why somebody is doing some type of work to keep you guys apart. Okay. Now whoever this is, there's a, again, who the hell is this? Because this is like the third or fourth time this has come up. Somebody has very, very bad control issues. Okay. And through trying to control everything is why your life is falling to shit right now. Let go of control. Allow the tower moments to fall where they may, because that is what clears your path. It is what puts you on the right path. You're trying to control it and create your own life the way you want to create it. And sometimes that's not the right way. It's like you're setting yourself up for failure and Spirit's trying to stop you from doing that, but yet you're still fighting Spirit because you're like, no, this is what I want. This is the path. And Spirit's like, that's not what's best for you. How the fuck do you, maybe you'll end up dead in a few months if you keep on this fucking path. And Spirit's trying to switch lanes for you, but you're fighting it. Like, really, allow the towers to fucking happen the way they're meant to happen, because you avoiding it could be something fatal. It could be something way fucking worse that if you just allow Spirit to clear these things out, will take you to where you need to go. You don't have to believe me. You can just sit and find out for yourself. I'm just telling you from my personal experience that if I listened to my intuition, to when Spirit's like, go do this, and didn't be so fucking hard-headed and did the other thing, there's a lot of things I could have avoided in my life that I wish I fucking listened. But it is what it is. You do what you want to do. And there's someone here, again, this masculine energy. Why? Why are you so in your head? Why is everything so mental with you? You can't believe everything that goes through your mind. You can't think that every thought you have is a true thought. Okay? The mind was meant to be used as a tool. It's not meant to guide us. All right? It's meant to be used, yes, in conjunction with our emotions, with our heart. Our intuition guides us to where we need to go. But if you're ignoring your intuition because you're all up in here, then you're going to be living a not so authentic life. Okay? And here we have, there's a lot of cheating energies coming out in today's readings. But there is someone here that cheats. Okay, so you're the masculine energy, and basically they're saying you'll sleep with anything. If they're willing to sleep with you, then you're going to sleep with them. That's what they're saying. So ask yourself why you feel like I can sleep with any and everybody, because, that's what I want to do. Because ultimately there's a deeper wound. There's something deep within you that makes you want to go and sleep with all these people. And usually it's you were hurt. There was some type of pain associated with why you treat people the way you're treating people now, or why you feel like it's okay to sleep from this person to that person to that person to the next 50 people that are in line. Really sit with yourself, because there's something that needs to be healed. It's very deep within you that needs to be healed. Okay, just because people do things to you or treat you in a certain fashion doesn't mean that you need to reciprocate that. If somebody cheated on you and lied to you and did all these terrible things to you, doesn't mean that you need to go and do that, because you're basically compromising yourself. Okay, instead of you maintaining your integrity and your dignity and who you are and who you want to be, you're allowing what somebody did or some type of pain that was caused to you to dictate how you're going to act. Okay, and that's what's happening here is whatever you felt before, whatever pain was given to you that you experienced, is now how you're living your life. You're like, oh, well, nobody cheats, or nobody's faithful. Everybody cheats. Everybody does this. If that's what you believe, then fine. That's what you believe. That's not true, but that's what you believe, because that's what you're manifesting. That's what you're creating. because of your belief system. So you're attracting these situations. You're attracting this lifestyle to yourself. Okay, it's not just happening, it's you're attracting this because that is your firm belief. You have to change that programming and believe that there is somebody that's going to love you for you and that is going to be devoted to you for you. But if you keep pushing these people away and you're not speaking on your emotions and you're not letting people know how you really feel, then you're going to keep on living this little life of, I'm going to sleep with every person that comes along. And again, that's your choice. You do what you want to do. But there's, I don't want to read these no more. Okay, so this masculine energy, there's somebody here. You either went to somebody, you went to a feminine energy for money, and maybe she doesn't care that you sleep with everybody, or maybe you guys both sleep with everybody. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. It's not my business. But there is something here that you're in a situation because of finances, not because of love. And maybe that's why they showed me that you are emotionally connected to somebody else, because clearly the person you're with, you're connected with for financial purposes. Okay. So not only for financial purposes, but because maybe you have a child with them, or there's something here. Maybe you have a house with them, a family with them. There's attachments to this individual, but they're not emotional attachments. Okay, and like I said, this isn't for everybody, but for whoever this masculine is, they have some serious healing that needs, like a lot of healing that needs to take place here. Like a lot. And again, it's from their childhood. It's things that they've experienced from their past, things that they haven't been able to let go of, that causes them to be controlling about everything and the way things are, and which probably creates a dynamic of them being cold and in and out and not doing, not showing they care. But this here is there's distractions. Okay, so whatever it is, maybe you use having sex with other people as a distraction from what it is that you truly feel and dealing with your life at home. But there's something here that is there's you have to stop distracting yourself, and that could be well, clearly you're doing it by sex. But other people use alcohol, drugs, and when you have this, it's because you're not fulfilled, you're not happy, you can't tolerate your life. That's the only way that you're tolerating your life, is by doing all of this. Is it worth it? Like, how many bodies do you got right now? Like, really sit. Can you remember? Like, is there a number? Sit with yourself, because all this is doing is just distracting you from your real life. And if you can't tolerate your real life, then there's things that need to be changed. It doesn't mean let me go add more things that are going to be toxic to my health and my well-being. And again, the in and out energy. I can't make this shit up. So whatever this is, again. So maybe when you were a child, you've seen this a lot. Maybe you see men always cheating, or female always, or everybody cheating. Maybe that's what you experience. But whatever it is, it's like there's a lot of in and out energy here. Like, oh, I like you today, I don't like you tomorrow. I'll call you later, I won't call you later. There's a lot of that type of energy. So you really need to get consistent and release any distractions that you have. So if there's a person that you're interested in, set your intention to be focused on that individual and let go of all of your little side pieces, okay? Because there's a whole lot of side pieces. Because all you're doing right now, okay. So, I'm sorry, I gotta go back. So some of you may be in, you feel like you're stuck. And you feel stuck because you have a child with somebody, or children with someone that you don't want to be with, but you probably don't want to leave your child with that person either. And, that's what it is. It's like, I have kids, but I don't want to leave. So you feel like you're a victim, or you're keeping yourself stuck and bound, because it's a mentality. And nobody wants to leave their kids. Nobody wants to break up happy homes. Nobody wants to do any of these things. But the truth is, there's things that you need to go do in your life. There's paths that you're meant to take. And, nobody's died from not having both parents. I'm not going to say that. I take that back, because some people hurt themselves. But typically, when marriages, parents break up and things like that, I came from a broken home. I'm still here. I've actually managed to overcome all of the shit that I've been through. So I'm grateful for that. I'm lucky. Not everyone does. But understand that, nobody's going to just take your kid and run off into the fucking sunset. It's, hey, there's a process. There's courts. There's visitation, there's custody, there's a lot of things that go into that. So don't feel like you're leaving and abandoning your kid, because all you're doing is making yourself miserable and teaching your child that this is what life is. Life is a series of choices, and you're choosing to be miserable, and you're choosing to teach your children that it's okay to be miserable as long as the family stays together. And that is toxic and unhealthy for any relationship. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, not sorry. You don't want to teach your children that you stay in a toxic, unhealthy relationship or somewhere that you are not happy or fulfilled because somebody said it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is be a good parent. The right thing to do is show your child what a healthy, loving relationship is. That is the right thing to do, not what society or anyone else deems to be correct. It is what you want. What are you instilling in your child? What are your values? What morals are you teaching your children? Really, that's what you need to be thinking about. Not, well, I'm gonna tolerate this person because I have a kid with them, even though I fucking hate them. What? Are you fucking crazy? No. But whatever this is, there's gonna be a tower moment that's gonna be coming up here. Some of you maybe are some type of growers. I'm not gonna go into detail with that. And that might lead to a tower moment for some of you. So be careful if you're doing extracurricular activities that you know you shouldn't be doing. Others of you, maybe you are an herbalist or something like that, and maybe you're going to get some type of aha moment. Again, I'm sorry, I got more earth energy here and like planting and things like that. So maybe this is your path. Maybe somebody has a path of, you know, you have a natural knack for like herbs and healing and things like that. So maybe that is the path you're meant to take. Okay, not for everybody, but somebody here is meant to do that. Okay, like they're meant to help grow things or herbs or things like that. And some, like, you're gonna come to a realization about that. Now again, there's like some type of issue here, whatever it is. It's like between whatever you were raised with, your beliefs as being raised, and what it is you're coming into right now. Okay, so if you're finding a spiritual path and it goes against everything you were taught, that's, you know, naturally it's a bit conflicting. But you really, for me, it's always been what I felt inside. I didn't give a fuck how much I was forced to go to church, and Lord knows I was forced a lot and be in church for like 20 hours out of the day. But my soul was like, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. And I was like, it's not right for me. I'm sorry. I don't feel it. It's not happening. I don't care. I don't care. So you have to really sit with yourself and see what's true to you, not what everybody else believes or wants you to believe or what you were raised believing. What is true to you right now in this moment in time? And again, if you have a lot of fears, it says fuck fear. It will lie to your face. So understand that just because you're afraid of something doesn't mean that it's something you shouldn't do. Most of the time, a lot of the shit that I've been afraid of, I've gone and done it anyways, and I'm still here, and I have awesome stories to tell because of it. So don't feel like, oh, I'm afraid, so this is something bad. No, it's just trying to keep you from going after what it is that you want. And there's an energy here, which I'm really leaning towards the masculine on this. I'm sorry. But there's somebody here that is very out of touch with their deeper feelings. It's like they exist and they're there, but it's like you just keep piling shit on top of them so that you don't feel it. So you go and have all these frivolous relationships that don't amount to shit to kind of keep you from focusing on what you truly feel. That'll work. But guess what? At some point, you're going to get old. At some point, your dick's going to stop working. So at some point, you're going to have to face your shit. And when you're 60, 70, 80 years old, it's probably not the best time because you're more, the word I'm looking for, like you're not as healthy, okay? You're not as emotionally strong or resilient as you are right now to face this shit head on and kind of get over it, okay? So it's your life. You live it how you want. I'm just reading. But again, whatever this is there's something, oh my God. There's a contract that needs to be fulfilled, okay? You are meant to fill this divine contract, whether you want to or you don't want to. And you can try to avoid it as long as you want, but I'm telling you, Please don't, because all you're going to get is continue to get tower moments. You're not going to progress in your life the way you want to progress because you keep on blocking your own shit. You keep on stuffing all these negative feelings down. So let me just say this. So if you keep stuffing all these feelings down, right, they're still there. Subconsciously in the back of your mind, they're there. So it's still gaining energy. It's still there. You're still manifesting things. You're still creating things because you're not dealing with this energy. It's just in the back of your head, sitting there, waiting, and it's always there. So naturally things are manifesting all the time, as opposed to you actually dealing with it, resolving it, and releasing it. Then it's dissipated and you can focus on what you want to focus on. Okay? But like I said, there is either somebody's been waiting for this contract to be fulfilled, or there is going to be a bit of a wait for this contract to be fulfilled, because this masculine energy is just, they're dicking off, they're fucking around, and they're afraid. Oh my God. Masculine energy. Can I give you a hug? You need a hug. You need a real hug. But that you have this fear, you have these fears that are holding you back right now. And it's like, you know how kids have like these little security blankets or these little toys that they hold on to, that they're like, they makes them feel better, comforts them. That's how you're holding on to fear. Okay? Like, you've done that so much that you don't even realize that that's what you're doing. You're holding on to it and you're justifying it by, oh, well, love isn't real, or nobody's faithful, or I can do this, or you're finding a million ways to justify it, but you're not really dealing with the situation. Okay? So, like I said, as long as you have these fears and you're holding on to these things, you're blocking your manifestations, you're blocking your blessings, you're blocking your miracles, because you're still in the back of your mind, you're holding on to all of these fears. And only you can save you. Nobody else. You have to save you. But whatever is happening, something's going to happen very quickly. So if there has been a long wait and this individual has been very cold-hearted and sleeping with everything that walks, please get tested before you commit to this person. If you're the feminine energy watching this, please have an STD test just to make sure. Be safe, because there's a lot of people on this person's list. But you know, the feminine energy has that you have a lot of unconditional love for this person, and maybe the masculine energy is like starting to realize this. But whatever it is, it's like, it's going to be quickly, it's going to unfold very quickly, because this masculine energy is very much in heavy contemplation, and all the games and shit that they've been playing, all of that is going to transform. Okay, they're going to stop playing these games and they're going to come back to you. They're showing me that they're going to be back. So if there was somebody now and that's their, I can't say happy life, but that's the life and the path that they've chosen currently, they're going to come back. Okay, but you want them to come back when they've gotten all of their little extracurricular activities out of their system, when they're not sleeping with everything, when they're actually prepared to be open and honest and vulnerable. That's when you want them to come back. You don't want this here. No, let whoever he's with, let them deal with that shit, and whenever they get that sorted out, then they'll come. But they're gonna come back, definitely, and it's gonna be after they're done, like, they're gonna be sick of the games and everything else. Like, they're gonna actually open up their heart and be ready for this. But this is someone from either your past life or someone you've known from, like, childhood. You've known this person for a long time. Like, they feel very familiar to you. Okay, but there is a transformation that is gonna be coming about in this situation. And it's important, this masculine energy, you need to hold what it is that you want to manifest. Focus on it. Maintain that vision. Don't allow it to sway. Don't go in and out. Don't go, I don't know, this person still loves me, doesn't love me. This is a past life connection. So this person has loved you for many, many fucking lifetimes. And I'm sure they'll love you for many, many more, no matter how shitty of a person you are, because it's unconditional love. So lucky you. But it's important for you. Spirit wants you to understand your worth. Okay, they want you to understand your divine purpose and the love that you're giving right now. All right, so you have to be loving and accepting and maintain hope. Okay, because the key to change everything is to experience joy, and the way you experience joy is by being open and loving and accepting and being authentically you. So if your heart says, I love this person and this is where my happiness lies with them, then naturally you should go towards where your happiness lies, not in this person makes me miserable and I have to keep running away from my house because I can't tolerate them type of energy. Okay? But like I said, not my business. You do what you want to do. You know, when you want to go after things that are going to benefit you, it's not easy. It typically requires some form of sacrifice because it's for your highest good. You know, you're sacrificing the things that are not serving you. You're sacrificing the things that are not fulfilling you or bringing you the happiness that you want. And yeah, it comes in ending marriages. It comes in ending relationships because those are the forms of your misery. That's where it stems from. So that's what happens. You need to let these things go. Okay? And again, they want you to pay attention, okay? Because they're saying joy lives in all of everything. You know, you have to just see the beauty in all of these things and reflect on your life. Reflect on the choices you've made. Pay attention to what it is that you're doing. And they want you to stand up for what you believe is right. So naturally, whatever you feel in your heart, that's what you need to stand up and fight for, because you're not doing that. You're just allowing life to happen and you're finding ways to escape your reality. So you need to not back down, okay? If somebody's using your children against you or saying you're not going to see them or using some form of manipulation, just say, okay, whatever. It is what it is, because spirit is not going to allow that to happen, okay? Spirit is always with you. Your guides, your ancestors are not going to allow these things to unfold the way this person thinks they're going to go. Because typically those toxic, hateful, mean-ass people are the ones that end up losing more at the end, okay? So, you know, just don't let that be a factor in your mind. And again, they keep saying you have to stand up for what you believe in, right? Okay, regardless of what other people think is right, what other people believe, it doesn't matter. You have to do what is best for you, what you truly believe in your heart that is best for you, okay? And just kind of close out all the other chatter. Don't be in here. You have to come from here, okay? Because if you're coming from here, naturally we all have logic. We all have like, this makes more sense. Okay, yeah, it makes more sense, but reality is it's not fulfilling. So subconsciously you're creating blockages and you're wondering why you're still struggling. You're wondering why you can't make it to where you want to go, because you're literally sabotaging yourself without even being aware of it. Okay, that's it. I'm done. That is the message for the masculine energy. I truly hope you gain something from this. No judgment, not my life, not my business. I love you. Please, please, please work on yourself. Do what you need to do. Go after your heart's desires. I will talk to you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.